With 101 days until Victorians vote, the opposition's taking aim at the state's most expensive infrastructure project.
I'll reprioritise every cent available of the Box Hill to Cheltenham railway line and stick it all into fixing our healthcare system.
Matthew Guy putting infrastructure back in the centre of the election campaign with a pledge to dump the Suburban Rail Loop.
There's no use having a train seat when you can't get a hospital bed.
It does appear to be a bit of a desperate act from a desperate individual.
The government's so far set aside $11 billion for the first stage of the 90-kilometre tunnel, including $2 billion from Canberra. Early works have already begun on the Cheltenham to Box Hill stretch, but it'll take 13 years to build.
When the state can afford it, we might be able to build it, but the key point is, what's the priority now? You can't do both.
You need to do more than one thing at a time.
With the $9 billion the opposition could claw back from this project, it wants to build 5 new hospitals, halve the elective surgery waitlist and offer IVF rebates.
I think that would be a good idea. I feel like after COVID, the healthcare system definitely did go downhill.
I don't understand why we keep spending billions of dollars on cancelled projects when we need this.
A small inconvenience on the train is, takes a lot less priority when it comes to healthcare workers.
The pledge has echoes of the 2014 election, which Daniel Andrews won after promising to scrap the East-West Link road project.
If we win the election, then we will not proceed with this project.
But while that project was recommended by Infrastructure Australia, the Suburban Rail Loop has not been.
The Suburban Rail Loop has been a project that's been riddled with risk from day one.
Probably under 1% of existing road traffic will be transferred to public transport because of the rail loop. So this is very poor value for money.
With the countdown until the election well and truly on, Matthew Guy needs to offer some sort of vision, especially at a time when he's fighting off his own integrity scandal. Today he redrew the battle lines, trying to make voters choose between better healthcare and a new rail tunnel. The government, of course, argues it can deliver both. Plenty of experts question the project's value for money and back the opposition's pledge to bury the tunnel. But by putting all of his eggs in the healthcare basket, Matthew Guy risks telling voters he'll be a one-trick pony, with health his sole focus.